Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. Once again, my name is Jason, and today we're back with some more Distant Worlds universe. Last time we actually took kilar 3 back from the Nexans Union, and right now our spaceport we were trying to build above kilar 3 is under attack by a pirate destroyer here. Which is really annoying me because I'm like, no! Unfortunately, I don't believe that any of our we'll say, oh wait, what are you? What fleet are you part of? Strike Force Alpha. Okay, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna see if maybe Strike Force Alpha can get there in time. No, I doubt it. That thing's about to be destroyed. Well, let's go ahead and let's I don't know. We'll get Strike Force Alpha here because last time we saw that the Reach Defense Force looked like it was I don't know, actually, maybe it wasn't getting ready to go there. Anyways, the Reach Defense Force will go ahead and secure Reach, but we need to get kilar 3. We need to get it, get it going. We can't have it constantly being attacked. We can't lose it again, so we need to get our crap together here. We need to secure our territory before we can go ahead and go on the offensive. Yeah, by the time the Strike Force gets there, it's going to be all over. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to go ahead and get our Strike Force to go ahead and just refuel, get themselves all refueled up. The Unnamed Defense Force, basically they will be taking up setting up shop around kilar 3 to defend it once they are constructed. The Dagon Defense Force appears to be just fine, although it is made up of some smaller ships like escorts. It should be fine because if I recall correctly, Dagon has a defensive base. Let me double check that. Let me automate you guys for the time being. Let's take a look. Dagon, no it does not, but it has a large spaceport, which has, a lot more guns on it. But let's go ahead and put a defensive base up around Dagon. We need to start, like I said, we need to start defending our bases, and we've got some decent cash flow, so I think setting up some defensive bases is in order. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm noticing actually things are starting to run a little bit slower. Like even though things are slowed down, like frame rate wise, it's getting a little bit slower, and that's because we have such a large galaxy with so much, we'll say, happening at once. And there's so many things that need to be, we'll say, accounted for and taken care of. It does appear that Elysium is a little bit low on resources, so we'll need to make sure that they get some resources so that they can go ahead and build things. So I'm gonna actually set up a smuggling mission right there, and that just basically for any resource, and that way their pirates will start coming here and they'll start bringing a lot of resources for Elysium, so that Elysium can go ahead and build its spaceport that it's currently building, and then we can, like I said, we can work on defensive bases and all that stuff. Let's see. We've encountered a new empire in the Heiko system, the Rodal Prime Collective. And who are they? Oh, wonderful! Yes, the Slookans. That's another insect race. We don't know exactly where they're at, but I just love the insect races. They're so friendly. They're such nice people. Oh, they drive me nuts. I hate them. Anyways, let's back out a little bit and take a look here at where all these things are happening. We got a lot of ships under attack, and it's mostly up in this sector here. Now, what is going on in this sector? Okay, so we've got pirates, and we have the Nexans Union, and we have an independent colony here of Diet. Okay, so I'm wondering if they're trying to expand out to capture this planet here, and possibly this one here. Is that another independent colony? Ah, so we had 2 independent colonies in this system, and I think the Nexans are trying to go here and expand, and our ships were engaging in trade with them. So what we want to do is probably actually go ahead and once my strike force is all fueled up, I'm actually going to tell them to come here and start blowing crap up. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'll do. So we'll just get them to move there. Queue next mission, move to that moon. We'll use this as sort of our next, we'll say, next point, our next staging point where we're going to be doing all of our fighting from. A Reach, we will secure that, and let me take a look here. Strike Force Alpha is going back to refuel, but I do see some triangles moving up, and I suspect that those are the Reach Defense Force ships. Let me click on one to see. No, that's also Strike Force Alpha. They're all going to fuel up. Do we have any Any ships that from the Reach Defense Force? No, you guys are all down here. All 14 of you? Yep, you're all here. They're gonna take a while to get there. All right. Well, things are gonna happen very slowly. But, you know, things are happening, and so what we'll do is we'll say, do some general maintenance stuff, and we'll probably come back when, you know, something of interest or something notable happens. Let me take one quick look, though, at Kilar 3 first, and see that, yes, the base has been destroyed, and we already knew that, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I was getting curious, and I had forgotten that basically we're at war with the Nexans Union, which means our ambassador has actually come back to the Blue Planet. So what I'm thinking of doing is, actually, I think he came back. Yeah, because I don't think you can have an ambassador at a nation where they're currently at war with you. But I noticed that I was looking at my neighbors here, the Gazurians. They're furious with us, and I was like, you know, they might decide that they want to mess with us. The Rhodian Hive, they're just annoyed, but the Gazurian Conformity, they actually feel that some of our colonies and bases are trespassing in their system, and, you know, their past dealings with us have been terrible, so I figured I would go ahead and reassign this ambassador here. Solid Snake has stolen area weapons from the Nexans Union. Hooray! But basically, get Mr. Sam Callan. We're gonna send him over to the Gazurians, and maybe help allow, you know, we'll say smooth things over with them. I don't think they are a threat militarily to us. Now, they're pretty low, but, you know, I still want to smooth things over. I want to have good relations with my neighbors. So for the time being, I don't think he'll be permanently in the Gazurian territory, but we're going to send him up over there. I need to reassign Solid Snake, though, because we stole some research information from the Nexilians. So let's go ahead and let's see here. What else do we want to steal from them? We're gonna steal research. There's not a whole lot else that we can steal from them. Ion weapons sound good, though. I want to steal ion weapons, and ion weapons are nice because I'm trying to remember exactly what they do. They damage, or they disable components. That's what it is. They disable components. We'll look it up right here. Fires a bolt of ionized particles that disables weapons and engines of the target ship or base. So that's nice because when it hits, it can knock out things. It doesn't even need to necessarily destroy the components, but it makes the enemy ships less effective in a fight. So that's going to be the next technology we steal from the Nexans Union, so that we can go ahead and, well, like I said, use them. Oh wait, use them. No, that's not what I meant. Wait, maybe I did. Whatever. Alright, so the Reach defense battery has been completed, and the shields are currently charging, which means we're about to, we'll say, re-secure Reach as one of our systems. We're actually building the spaceport now, but with that defense base, we'll say, in orbit, basically around Reach, we are going to... It's going to be a lot harder for any pirates or anyone to actually mount an attack on Reach, because there's just so many weapons on defensive batteries, so... this is our first step towards, we'll say, retaking this system, or we've always had it, but, you know, really making sure that this is a secure system, and, you know, like I said, securing part of our empire. Alright, the Dagon defense battery has been completed, so now Dagon's got a little bit, we'll say, extra firepower, but it gave me an idea. I just noticed something. The design, it's basically got a size of 900. And I'm like, wait a second, a size of 900, if we look under the design screen, it says maximum base size 1500 when not at colony. So if it's not at a colony, we can build a defensive base. And then I started thinking, wait a second, why don't I build a defensive base right above the World Destroyer? And, oh wow, actually our ships are here. So we actually have our fleet here defending the World Destroyer. I'm like, why don't we get a construction ship before it starts to repair the World Destroyer? Why don't we get a construction ship to actually build a defensive base above it? So that way we'll actually have a permanent, we'll say, thing right there. So even if these ships have to go back for repairs, we'll have a base set up there. So that's what I think I'm going to go ahead and do. We're going to go ahead and try to grab a construction ship. They're all busy except for this one, evidently. So we're going to tell him to go ahead and retrofit first. Evidently he's a little bit behind on, we'll say, on his design, and then after that we're going to go ahead and queue a build mission for a defensive base. So this one here, the Serene Scheme construction ship, it's going to go ahead and retrofit. Then it's going to go ahead and come here and build a defensive base above the World Destroyer. And then once that has been secured, then we're going to start grabbing all these extra ships, adding those to our fleets, and repairing the World Destroyer. So we currently have the World Destroyer secured, which is great. I'm very happy about that. And so let's see what else. Okay, now I'm noticing that our cash flow basically went into the negative, and that's probably partially because of all the troops we have. If we look at the troop menu, we've got a lot of troops. I don't want to disband any of them just yet because I do plan on, we'll say, going on the offensive against the Nexilians very soon. So basically what I'm doing here is that we've got our strike force is currently fueling up, and let me see, Kilamar, is it safe yet to build anything here? I don't think it is quite just yet. We're going to go ahead and we're going to try to build into the spaceport here. Based on how things play out here in Kilamar 3, I might... You know what? Actually, know it. Screw it. Our defensive fleets are there for a reason. Kilamar 3 may have slow development. We'll eventually get there, but I need to stop, we'll say, diverting my strike force all the time. So let's go ahead and... oh, okay. Evidently, they've already started their mission to go there. I'm going to tell them to load troops, and I'm going to get them to load up as many troops as they possibly can because we are going, like I said, on the offensive. Now, before we go on the offensive, though, I need to sort of scout out what I want to attack, right? I need to know what is it that we are going to be hitting, and I have a feeling we're going to be coming into this system. At first, I want to destroy their bases here, so I'm going to send my exploration ship here into the system just to sort of scope out what they've got, and then my strike force is going to come in afterwards and just, you know, wreck everything. As soon as we get the troops loaded. Now, the fight here is going to be all in space. I don't believe there's any planets here that could have colonies. I mean, oh, actually, this one right here. That one there is, it's a marshy swamp planet. We could actually colonize this. Let's actually go ahead and do that. Let's queue up, let's build a new colony ship to go ahead and colonize this planet here. So we're going to send our strike force in here, and we're going to basically destroy any ships they might have there, and yeah, we're gonna take this system from them. We're gonna push back their line a little bit. We're probably not gonna keep going in because this here is the Naxil system, and that's likely going to be where their homeworld is, and that's probably a very we'll say strong planet to. It's going to be very well defended. So basically, Strike Force is going to be loading up troops, and we're going to go ahead and destroy everything basically in this system, and we're going to send a colony ship to colonize there. After that, what I'm going to do, before we go ahead and decide to... we'll say, call for peace with the Nexilians, I do want to take one of their planets. Just to, you know, kick them real good and be like, you know, to sort of send a message that these kind of betrayals will not be tolerated. So I'm thinking probably up here, because I don't know if this information is up to date, but there's no dotted line leading up to this planet here, which tells me, let me see, that's Liana Prime 10, that tells me that the planet, there's no spaceport there yet, so it's probably a very small planet, probably very easy to hit. What I'm going to do, though, is, let me see, he's actually still on a mission to incite a rebellion, but Snake is done his mission. So we're gonna go ahead and get him to steal yet more technology. So go ahead and we'll say steal research. Enhanced countermeasures sounds good, and we'll give you another 3 months to do so. We've almost got all the technology that the Nexilians have, and I'm pretty sure we are ahead of them. We have technologies that they don't have, so we have technological superiority over the Nexilians. And if we look at this here, yeah, wow, we really out firepower them. That's probably a really good deterrent, though. Having a really strong military means that fewer empires are likely to want to mess with you. But I don't want to get too high, because then you can't really have mutual defense pacts. Then you start, when you go to under diplomacy, if your military is too strong, you can only offer them a protectorate, which is more of a one-way defense pact kind of thing. If you guys get attacked, we'll defend you, but, you know, if we get attacked, well, you guys are too weak to help us anyways, so... let me take a look here. We've got a bunch of people who are pleased with us, and I'd like to set up like a mutual defense pact with someone. Because that's one of our victory conditions, right? That's something we want to to focus on. We're 6th place right now, and I'd like to get a little bit of a bump. Let me see here. Yes, under human race victory conditions at the very bottom, it says make mutual defense pacts with 15% of all empires in the galaxy. So, let's throw this offer out here. Who actually is pretty strong militarily that we would like to, you know, be on our side here? The Meridian Alliance, the Tekin Corporation. Yeah, most of the people I could see being our friends are very, well, they're, let's say, a lot weaker than us. But I'm gonna try for maybe the Tekins. They're pretty reliable. So hey, Tekins, but they're actually annoyed with me. I don't think they'll want to. Who else was there? There was these guys. Actually, they're pleased with me. Hey, buddy. Do you want to? We'll say propose a mutual defense. I love how declare war and propose mutual defense pact are right next to each other. Don't misclick. Right, propose mutual defense pact. Thank you for your offer, but they don't desire it. Okay. I'm actually kind of playing with the idea of making friends with the Rhodians. I don't think they'd go for it though. No, I don't think they'd go for it. We could go for the Rindula colonies. Yeah, everything's positive with us, and they're down here. I don't think they're that strong though. They wouldn't be like great allies. Let's take a look. Let's try it though. Yeah, how would you like that? No, you don't want that either. Okay. I tried. So yeah, that's basically going to be our plan. We're going to get our exploration ship down there if the strike force doesn't get there first. And then we're going to, no, actually they're loading up troops. So the exploration ship's going down there, and then we're going to go ahead. Whoa. Our agent Luke Marteri has been detected after successfully inciting a rebellion. Does that mean we lost him? He's been detected, but I don't think he's been captured or killed. He's just been detected, so they know that we did that. So there he is. He's only got 1% to PSYOPs. That's great, but we still got him. That's good. Buddy, I want you to actually perform another mission against the Nexilian Union. I want another rebellion. We're gonna do it at Liana Prime 10 because that's one of the next planets I want to go ahead and take over. You can do it in 3 months. Yeah. So that's a very that's very telling. The fact that it's such a high success probability for only 3 months tells me that this planet is very new. Just as we suspected, this is going to be a very easy planet to, we'll say, take over. However, like I said, I want to secure this area first because, let me see, if Region 2, it's actually got some decent, decent resources on there. And actually the Grand Monastery of, let's see, Ufrida Ren gives a plus 23 development bonus. Didn't I have a colony here, or did I try to have a colony there? I can't remember. I think that was part of one of my expansion plans, but that it never actually went through for whatever reason. Alright. What the crap? Construction work at Elysium has been set back by an explosion. So that's definitely an intelligence mission that was done against us. So actually I think we lost our... I think we were trying to build a base, like a spaceport above it, and we lost it. Rhodian Major 1 has been colonized. I don't remember sending out a mission to colonize another planet, but okay, cool. Where is this one? Let me zoom out and see. Has been colonized. So that's way up here. Actually, that's great. That's up nice and close to where we want to be attacking. It's a little bit further out from reach. Let's go ahead and get you know, a couple troops, we'll say, established to sort of defend the planet. This here is going to be a very easy target for the Nexilians to take out. And since they have no resources, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to assign a mercenary defense mission and a smuggling mission. So, hey pirates, free money. Just go there and protect it. Let me see. Is it going to show up on this list? So nobody's considering the mission. Oh, great. All right, so we've got no takers, so we're gonna have to probably defend it ourselves, which means it's probably gonna get overrun / taken / whatever. Which means we're gonna suffer some more damage to our cash flow. The Tekin Corporation. Okay, that's cool. We're friendly with them. So I guess they know that we're here now, and it's just one of their exploration ships, so it's not a huge thing. Alright, so basically the pirates tried to come to Reach and start some trouble, but because we got that defense battery set up here, they were able to launch fighters to intercept the escort, and so we're going to see a nicely, we'll say, destroyed pirate escort very shortly. So, we'll say good call, me, on setting up the defense battery. Alright, so our engineers have completed research in enhanced countermeasures, which is actually what I sent Solid Snake out to steal, which actually has me a little bit concerned, because we've completed research, but there's no indication that he's back. Let me take a look. No, he's still out there. So I wonder if I don't know if it's just maybe a little bit delayed in telling me he's back, or if something happened. I hope nothing happened. Please nothing have happened. I'm speeding up the clock just a little bit. And no information. That makes me a little bit nervous. Maybe after stealing information, you know, he ran into a tough situation and he has to lay low for a bit before returning back to our territory. I don't know. It makes me very nervous, though. Oh wait, it was enhanced wait. Research and enhanced countermeasures. Wait, what was the first one we got? They've completed research and enhanced countermeasures, and then they completed research and enhanced countermeasures after the agent succeeded. That's interesting. Okay. So let's send them out on another mission. I believe we've pretty much got everything the Nexilians have. I think they just have railguns. Railguns are actually pretty nice. In a lot of my playthroughs, I tend to like getting railguns because they kind of bypass shields altogether. They go through shields, but they only do half damage to armor. So they're good if we'll say the target is lightly armored. They're good when coupled with other things, but generally they're most effective on, we'll say, enemies who really want to focus on shield strength. Because, like I said, it bypasses shields altogether. Alright, so our colony governor, Donato Abaria, located at Dagon, has increased their colony income skill level, which is great. That means we're going to be getting even more income from Dagon. Actually, where is Dagon? Let me take a look at Dagon right here. So we are making currently 44k from them. So they make up, what, 22% of the entire Empire GDP, which is pretty good. Dagon's a pretty big contributor to our we'll say, Empire here. We'll actually go ahead and take a look at this screen here. Because Dagon, though, is a smaller planet, yeah, it's not as high quality as, say, the blue planet. It's not as valuable. Even though it's fully developed, you can clearly see here the difference in value. It's, you know, 934k, versus the blue planets, we'll say 2,361k, or basically 2,361k. And both of these are maxed out. Like, you have Reach here, which I believe will actually eventually become even more valuable than Dagon, just because of the, we'll say, the quality and the size of the planet. It has the potential to become so much more. I'm keeping the tax value low. Like I said before, I like to keep the tax low until about 100k. It really helps that early game growth. I probably could bump it up a few more percentage points, but like I said, I want it to really have that early growth, unimpeded by, we'll say, a whole lot of tax, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start beefing it up a little bit. Okay, this is interesting. Basically, my exploration ship has arrived in the Friederan system, and it does look like the Nexilians have a fleet here, and they're probably gearing up to go ahead and attack. Yeah, they've got troop transports, some frigates. They don't a couple cruisers. So they're preparing for, we'll say, some sort of operation. So where is my strike force? They currently say no mission. Really? Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna fly them in right here. And the reason why I want them to fly out here is because this base here is gonna have a lot of firepower on it. And if we warp in really close, we're gonna be taking fire from the fleet as well as the spaceport. So if I fly out here, they're gonna have to warp over there to fight us, and that'll be our chance to just deal with the ships. So we're gonna send our strike force over here to sort of draw the ships away from the base, and then from there we can assess if we still have the strength to take the base on its own. Let's see, our agent Luke Moretti has evaded detection after successfully inciting a rebellion on Liana Prime. You know what? Do it again. I want that planet just in a total state of chaos constantly, so we can go ahead and swoop in and, well, you know, claim it for ourselves. So, where are you at? Nexilian Union, we'll say incite rebellion at Liana Prime 10, and another 3 months. Go for it, buddy. You've got this. I'm sorry, I keep saying it wrong. It's like, for the record, let's say it right this one time. Ufidiran. There we go. Alright, so as a result of their experiences, the game felt the need to tell us that our scientist Casto Tarfin has gained a new character trait, Patriot. So let's go ahead and take a look at our scientist and see what this means for him. Mr. Casto Tarfin has gained the trait of Patriot, so significantly decreases the success rate of other empires' steal tech espionage missions against their empire. So basically, I guess that means he's less corruptible. So basically, with him, you know, at the Blue Planet, with him doing research while we have him, it's harder for other empires to steal our technology, which is absolutely great. That just means that we can basically keep stealing everyone else's technology, and they can't catch up by, you know, stealing ours. So, good on you, buddy. Be a patriot, that's right. Alright, it would appear that once again, the Nexilians are launching an assault on Elysium. You know, I knew this was coming. Alright, so we've got the Sapphire Defense Force. Let's go ahead and set them up, get them to set up shop right above Elysium to defend it. It's a little bit disappointing. My strike force wasn't able to get there to, we'll say, intercept their forces before they were able to, we'll say, before they were able to, we'll say, hyper jump out to attack our planet. But oh well, that's c'est la vie, right? Let's go ahead and, I just noticed Salt Snake got back after stealing, information on railguns. And I'm pretty sure that does it. We have all the technology from the Nexilian Union. Let me take a look one more time. Steal research. Oh, they actually have some new technologies. I wonder if they stole that from others. I don't know. Or, actually, accelerated projectiles. That's probably something, that you need railguns for first. Like, it's like a prerequisite, technology. So we can go ahead. Actually, let's steal fusion physics. I see that being more immediately applicable, a little bit more beneficial to us right away. So we're gonna tell him to get out there and get some more of the technology, and we're gonna get ready to once again defend the planet of Elysium. They just like sending. Ooh, what's this? Fearsome Merchant Cartel. Wait, that's who we have a decent standing with, right? Let me take a look. If I recall correctly. Let's see. Yes, the Fearsome Merchant Cartel is on our side. So I don't know why they're heading up there. They're probably just passing through our system, but I suppose there's a chance that they might be joining in on the fight. They would be doing so on our side. Let me double check that. Where's the Fearsome Merchant Cartel? Wait a second. We are angry about your attacks on our ships and bases. When did this arrangement get cancelled? I must have missed that. Uh-oh. Let me take a look here. We have been raided. Dark Freightways. Where on earth is... Huh. Okay, so I must have missed it. Somewhere along the line, our arrangement with the Fearsome Merchant Cartel ended. And now they, Ooh. Oh dear. This is, This might be a problem. I wonder if are they just passing through, or do they plan on attacking our system? Yeah, they're gonna hit our mining bases. They're hitting our mining bases at the same time as Elysium's under attack. So that's really not good. I'm gonna see if I can maybe, crap, my cash flow is already terrible. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can maybe temporarily buy them off like I did before with that other pirate faction. Hey buddy, can we just get a protection arrangement just for a bit here? He says, excellent, alright. So, we paid them off, they should be taking off. And now we can focus on just fighting the Nexilians themselves. Let's go ahead and focus fire on their cruisers, because those things are probably gonna be able to level the most damage in our direction. So we're going to focus fire down this cruiser here, and then after that we're going to go ahead and hit that cruiser there and basically blow up all of the cruisers. Alright, and that's dead. And now that one is dead. And what is this? This is another cruiser? Alright, we're going to blow that one up too. Speed things up just a little bit so that we can get this over with. Stupid Nexilians think they've got a chance? Yeah, right. Oh, and I love it. Because of the close proximity to the blue planet, we were able to launch fighters against them. However, I'm a little bit puzzled as to why our guys didn't use their hyperdrive inhibitors more than they did. It's like they did a little bit, and then they decided, no, that's okay. No more. Alright, so the Tegan Corporation Deadly Plague strikes, so they've got a deadly plague that they're dealing with. This is the Fearsome Merchant Cartel. It appears that they decided to break the arrangement with us anyways and blow up our gas mining, so let's get our defensive, or we'll say, what is it, come on, Brain, Sapphire Defense Force. Get them over there, and I guess we're taking the fight to the pirates. Alright, so we are now officially fighting the pirates. Where is my defense fleet? Oh, they're there. They're preparing for the hyper jump over to this area here. All right, there we go, and caught them in the hyper jump inhibitor, and we should be able to take them all out. Come on! No, they're escaping. All right, well we'll destroy this base here. And we got some valuable treasure. I'm not sure why they decided to stop. They should have just kept going. So I need to rebuild another gas mining station here. And I believe we lost another one. We probably lost another one up here. No, they left those ones intact. So it's like they accepted our money for a bit and then they decided to, take off. They're like, nope, just kidding. Actually, I just realized something. Our strike force is about to arrive in that system. Alright, so Luke already has evaded detection, and he successfully incited a rebellion. Let's send him out to do that again. It's good practice for him, and it keeps that planet sort of, like I said, in a state of chaos. So we'll say incite rebellion at colony, because that way that planet can't really develop, it can't grow. They're not getting any taxes from it or anything. So let's see, they're pulling out, they're retreating. And so I'll leave my defense fleet to its own devices. Our strike force is about to arrive in system, so let's go ahead and see how this plays out. Now they pulled their fleet away, which means that leaves their base completely undefended. So I'm just going to verify that though. We're going to jump into system, and then we're going to jump over and destroy the small spaceport, and like I said, secure this area here. They're probably actually flying their fleet back from the assault. Whoa! No, I was wrong. It's a completely different fleet. All right, guys, I want you to stay right where you are. Let them come to us. We're just gonna wait and see what their response is. It looks like their ships are turning, and they're preparing to... I don't know where they're going. Wait a second, where are they going? They're taking off, and they're heading upward. Uh-oh, I have a feeling they're going to be attacking a Reach, slash that other colony we established up there. Let's see, we found some ruins, let's investigate them. There was nothing there. Where was this ruin found? That looks like Tegan territory to me. Yeah. Okay, so that's actually, I guess it's both a good thing and a bad thing. That their fleet basically left their base pretty much completely undefended. So our strike force is going to wreck it. But at the same time, it does mean that one of our planets, we'll say a little bit north, like I said, because we're going to use compasses even though we're in space. One of these places are going to get raided. So let me see here. This planet here is, they're still recruiting. Crap. They are still recruiting. This planet's going to get taken. Very, very sure of it. What about Reach? I think Reach is pretty secure at this point. Although those were a lot of ships, I'm not so sure that they can defend against that, especially because the Reach defense fleet is just taking so long to get there. I guess part of the problem was that I queued up some destroyers. And I built them, but I used this screen here, the build order screen. And when you build from here, it just chooses random spaceports for you. And it built all of the ships at Dagon. And so that means that we have a lot of ships at Dagon that we're building. And destroyers have a very, we'll say, short range. They're not good at flying long distances because they just don't have the, they just don't have the range. They don't have the size to pack all the fuel, right? So, that means that, let me see, defensive base, sure, yeah, okay. They don't have the range to really get there. So, what that means is that, you know, they have to stop and refuel along the way, which means it's taking forever for them to get up there to defend it. So Reach might come under attack very shortly, but our strike force is going to mess things up over here. We should have a fairly easy time with it. Yeah, and this will get rid of, we'll say, a staging area for the Nexilians. So let's go into full speed and see how this plays out. I think it's going to be pretty messy for the Nexilians. They really should have kept their fleet in system. I'm actually kind of hoping this will encourage them to bring the fleet back so we can mess it up real good. And Salt Snake has evaded detection after having successfully stolen research information on fusion physics. Awesome. So it looks like the Nexilians are suffering, we'll say, blow after blow. You know, they really shouldn't have turned on us. Because if we actually look at, ooh, Han Solo has increased their targeting skill level. Which means he's probably, yeah, his targeting skill level is now at 75. So he's actually pretty proficient at blowing stuff up. Good job, Han Solo. Yeah, let's actually go ahead and take a look. Like, militarily-wise, yeah, they've really suffered. We've really beat them back. And like I said, I will not be happy until they are at least knocked down to 3rd place. We are, like I said, I'm out for blood. All right, well, I'd love to see what they were doing, but I can tell my voice is getting a little bit tired from this. I've done a lot of recording today, so we're gonna actually stop things here. We're gonna go ahead and save the game as LP15 because this is after our 15th episode. Not 16, 15. So if you like the content and would like to see more of it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I'd like to ask you all to game on.